the best Indian captain you played under? I mean, कौन सा आपका who was your most favorite captain?
I think I was fortunate enough to play under 4 or 5 captains. Sachin was the one I made debut. When I made my debut, Sachin was the captain. Then Saurav was there. Then Rahul became captain. Then Anil Kumble was captain. And even MS, I played one test match when he captained. Everybody had different qualities and obviously drawbacks. But I thought the guy who made the most impact, in my opinion, and the guy who put Indian cricket on the map of international cricket, I would say Saurav Ganguly, stands out for me.
On field, you were very silent, but on social media there was a spat with Mr. Michael Vaughan. Especially, I think after Bangladesh won 3-0 in a series against them. What led to that episode?
I think it started long before that. I think it was probably India's tour to Australia, where India got rolled out for 36. And a lot of people obviously put India down, that India will lose 4-0 and all that. Michael Vaughan being one of them. And he doesn't waste an opportunity to play down India. So I think I replied something which people found it funny and obviously
sarcastic.
Yeah. So he does that every now and then for whatever reason. But I thought I did that because I wanted to stand out for India. Obviously, you can't keep on saying things and downgrade Indian cricket, and people like it. It was kind of a banter, and then people obviously started enjoying it. Our banter when India did well. I used to say when England didn't do well, obviously I'll post something, and similarly he did that, and people like it. It's a friendly banter. It's nothing serious. So yeah, it's something which people enjoy between us too.
So, how has cricket changed since your nephew Arman has also made his debut, and I think he's also playing for, quite well. I think he's a good batsman.
I think cricket has changed, dramatically. We were, when I was young and when I came into the first class circuit, we were told to obviously play, on the ground, play long innings, obviously bat the whole day. That was the rule for a batsman. Especially if you're playing for Mumbai, you need to score plenty of runs to get noticed. But nowadays, obviously with T20 coming in, with the IPL coming in, even T10 has come out. The scoring rates, even in Test cricket, is so high. One day cricket teams are scoring 400, close to 400. Teams scoring 200 consistently in T20 cricket. So the game has gone very aggressive. The batters need to take a lot more risk. Batters need to be very attacking, and I think the fearlessness has gone to a different level. So I would say that has definitely is a big difference. In our time, it wasn't like that. There was value to protect your wicket. We were told to not hit the ball in the air. Nowadays, even if you've got fielders on the boundary, players still find they are confident enough to they feel they can easily clear the boundary. So I think the mentality has changed, and the game has evolved, and not surprisingly, because that's where the cricket is going, and people enjoying it.
I think the shorter format has taken over.
Yeah, white ball cricket has definitely taken over, and I feel as the days will goes by and the years will goes by, I feel anybody touching after 30, I don't see them playing Test cricket. It's only when you start new in international cricket you are going to play red ball cricket. Otherwise, everybody else will turn towards white ball cricket, especially T20. Central contracts, has started. People are declining central contracts, so it's another new thing. But I feel the game has gone very aggressive, and people are enjoying it.
And how do you see Bangladeshi cricket growing in the future? I mean, you are the cricket consultant for their under 19 team, and over the years we have seen that Bangladesh has evolved a lot. I mean, their cricketing prowess has gone up, and they're doing quite good. So, what do you think? What does the future entail? Do you see them winning an ICC trophy anytime soon in any of the formats?
They should do. They've got all the quality needed. It's just the self-belief and clicking at the right time. I feel that's where they have lacked, especially in ICC tournaments. I don't see any reason why they can't do well. It surprises me also to not see them do well. I just feel they need to change their mindset. I won't say change, but alter their mindset a little bit when they play away from home. Obviously, whenever they play at home, they know they can beat anybody with pitches favoring a little bit of spin. But now they've got very good fast bowlers also. All I feel since I'm working with the under 19 level is that they need to develop the infrastructure in the other cities also. Dhaka has got that infrastructure, but I feel in the other places like Khulna, Rajshahi, Chittagong, all these places, if they can, put the infrastructure in place and get good quality of, practice facility, indoor facility, uh, I feel the youngsters will benefit from that. And with time, I feel, they've won the under 19 World Cup. They won the Asia Cup under 19 now, and they've beaten New Zealand recently in T20 cricket. So they're going in the right direction, but I feel consistency is key, and having that self belief that even away from home, they can challenge good teams. So it should not take a lot more time because it's already 20 plus years they're playing at international cricket. It's about time for them to deliver at ICC stage.
One last question before we close it. We saw that India performed really well in the World Cup recently concluded, and everyone had very high hopes. But what do you think went wrong in the finals? That Australia was it a better day for Australia, or was the team lacking spirit, or what do you think was the reason that India lost the game?
I think you got to give a lot of credit to Australia. First of all, they played really, really well on that day. Right from winning the toss to getting that decision right of bowling first and bowling well. Sometimes you can make that decision correctly, but you don't bowl well. But I thought they bowled really, really well that day. They put pressure on the Indian batsmen, and I think the occasion probably got better for the Indian batters when they lost Rohit, they lost Shubman Gill very quickly, they lost Shreyash Iyer. So they kind of put the Indian batters on the back foot, and when Virat Kohli got out, I think that was the nail on the coffin. And they never let that pressure. They never released that pressure. They got India to a pretty substandard total, I would say, and then they chased down so really well. The pitch obviously got better in the second half, but the way Travis Head and David Warner played, and it doesn't surprise me because whenever you see Australian team, they've always done well in ICC tournaments. So they are very experienced, especially when the pressure is on them. They somehow know how to deliver, and that's what I feel happened that day. That they delivered on that day, and everything just clicked for them.
Do you think the result would be different if MS Dhoni was the captain?
No, not really. I mean, you can't say that because India probably played one of the best World Cups, in my opinion. Never, in entire World Cups that India played, India never won 10 games in a row. So you can't say that. I thought all 11 players were in form, right from the batters to the bowlers to spinners. It was just one of those days where things didn't click for India.
You have been, I think you have been coaching the Kings 11 Punjab team as their batting coach too. So, how do you think is the what do you think the brand MS Dhoni is has an impact on IPL overall? I mean, how is MS Dhoni considered in the IPL? What is his impact?
He's obviously, he's probably one of the most biggest brands in India after probably Sachin Tendulkar, and he's one of those guys who's apart from Kohli, who's been playing from season one till now, and he's the face of CSK. Obviously, one of the best captains India has ever produced. He's won all the trophies that is available. So, I mean, the record speaks for itself. Even now, they won. They probably won 5 or 6 trophies. So he's one of the most successful captains, along with Rohit Sharma. And I think it just getting the things right on the moment. I don't think he's one of those captains who comes out with plan, beforehand. He's somebody who goes with his gut feeling, and 9 times out of 10, happens very correctly for him. So he backs his instincts, and he's a very positive person. He keeps things very simple, and I think he gives very clear roles to players, which players enjoy. I think some of those things are very, very important when you're playing franchise cricket. That players know what they are expected to do, or their role clarity. I think he does that really, really well. He gives them freedom, and he gets the best out of every player, not just the best players, but even the ordinary players somehow perform so well in CSK. So a lot of things happen because of MS Dhoni. I don't think CSK would be half a side when MS Dhoni won't be there. So you got to enjoy player like him, because he's an emotion to the Indian cricket loving public.
Thank you for giving us your time, Jab, and hope to see you again.
Thank
soon.
you. Thank you so much.